The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. For my sister Krista. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums, three plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through four strawberries, four strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through five oranges, five oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through one piece of chocolate cake, one ice cream cone, one pickle, one slice of Swiss cheese, one slice of salami, one lollipop, one cherry pie, one piece of cherry pie, one sausage, one cupcake, and one slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. The end. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me and listening to me read one of my favorite books, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I started reading this book to my second daughter, and my first daughter kind of like joins in as well. She is 11 and a half months and almost 1 year old, and I have finally begun to start reading to her because I think she's old enough to sit down and listen. So I'm going to try to start a new series where I kind of read books and kind of review children's books, because I think even though there's a lot of books out there, I'm kind of picky in the type of books that I read. So I think I'm going to start a children's books recommendations and things like that. What I like to look for is I'd like to look for like a variety of books, generally something that has like something they can learn from or something that they can take away from, not necessarily everything so animal focused. I find that a lot of children's books are very, very animal focused, or you know, they're all about animals, which I think is fine. Like it's not that we don't have books with animals, but I don't think every single book needs to be with animals. So I think because there's so many books out there, it's helpful for me at least to get recommendation from other parents and teachers and things like that, what books like they like to read. So this book was given to me as a gift, and I had no idea about The Hungry Caterpillar, but since becoming a mom, I know that Hungry Caterpillar and Eric Carle is he's a very popular author. But this is probably one of my favorites. I flipped through some of his other books in the bookstore, but this is definitely by far one of my favorite. One of the things that I really like about this book is that it is educational. It teaches you about the life cycle of a caterpillar to a butterfly. The other thing that what I really like about this book, especially for really young kids, is, as you saw when I read this book, I take my daughter's fingers and I point, or I have her touch the circles, kind of, and then it kind of also teaches you about counting. So I do one, and it doesn't have like, on Monday he threw one apple, and then on Tuesday he threw two pears, 1, 2, and I actually count. And obviously this counting process 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not in the book, but it's something that I add. So that's a way that I read to my kids. I obviously like an educational component to it. So since I take her little finger and I put it on these little circles, she's starting to interact with the book, which is something I really like, because obviously they're young, and they need something a little, they need, you know, visual is good, but they also need like something hands-on. And also, like, when I read her like the pictures, I'll do, you know, I'll make these sounds. This is a hard book, so I can make these sounds like with my nail. So I'll do like, you know, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf, kind of. That's another technique that I use. And, you know, this one Sunday morning, the warm sun came and pop, and she's sitting on my lap, and I shake my whole body. I go pop. The warm sun came up, just to engage her even more with the story. And yeah, so this part is, so you'll see me going like that in this part, and stuff like that. So yeah, so I definitely recommend this book. And like I said, I'm going to do a children's book series where I share some of my favorite books, and I will likely begin the video reading the book in the voice and in the manner in which I read it to my kids. So I hope you enjoy this series. I'm going to make it into a playlist, so if you're only interested in children's books, then just subscribe or just follow that playlist. And I guess that's it. If you have any recommended books that you'd like me to read and review, then please leave it in the comments below or send me a message on Instagram. I'm mostly on that platform. Please subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!